Welcome to
Tipsy Talk,
the podcast where we dive into the wild world of bars, bartenders, and nightlife with a twist.
Join our team of hot girl bartenders
And a myriad of guests as we spill all the juicy details from scandalous confessions to dirty jokes and edgy banter.
Get ready for a fun and flirty ride as we serve up the hottest gossip, share outrageous stories, and explore the naughty side of the bar scene.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's get this party started. Cheers to poor decisions.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hello.
So we're here with Hannah.
She is our guest for the day.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're happy you were able to make it.
For sure.
So Hannah works at the nightclub location with us, and she is a cocktail waitress, amongst other things. She's kind of, she can do all the trades. Like she can do a little bit of everything. She can get behind the bar. She can like do stuff with guests and entertain and do event stuff. So she's kind of
This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one.
Yes. So, and because she goes all over the place and gets to meet all the customers, she has stories to tell.
We have stories. First things first, what are we drinking today?
Oh, okay.
Rhonda?
So we are we're drinking, I forgot coasters, long drink.
Yes.
So
and we're drinking the like we keep saying doing. We're drinking this. Is this peach flavor?
Yes.
Peach flavor, and it's 5.5% alcohol. So I've had the plain one. I did not like. Not a fan.
Yeah, she was just saying that she didn't like the plain one either.
But a lot of people like the peach ones.
But I'm not a big fan of gin in general.
Yeah.
Like it's a good mixer, like if you're having like a good cocktail. But if you're just drinking like some soda water and gin, I'm a fan.
I'm out.
Not a thing. I love the way gin smells. It always has reminded me of like men's cologne. Like it smells so good.
It does smell good.
Nice
But yeah,
pine.
I mean, it has to be like mixed with something sweet. I don't know.
Okay, so I might need some help with this because my nails. I need to go get my nails done.
Oh, well, we don't want to break a nail.
I can't break a nail, okay? And I don't have my opener, so.
Yes. No hands
All right.
are important.
So cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
All right.
Salute.
I don't think I've had this one. It spilled all over me. Oh, that's good. I like it.
I think it's good.
It's better than the original. All right. So the blue one is supposed to be like squirt. Like tastes like squirt is what a lot of people say. Like, or something like that.
Yeah, like the grapefruit.
The zero sugar one. Oh,
No.
I mean, some people love it.
I know, they do.
And they love us. Long Drink loves us. They give us,
I mean,
they
this is
a lot of
really.
stuff. We love Long Drink.
I would be
but
down for this.
Thank you for the peach.
Thank you, Long Drink.
Yes, thanks for the peach.
Yes.
Peach is good. Okay.
We love this.
One more sip of that.
One more sip.
Oh, it smells good. I can
It
almost
does.
smell
It
the
smells
cologne
really
in
good. Anything that reminds me of man.
Toasty.
I'm very thirsty.
Oh my gosh, Melissa. Okay.
a good segue for
Yes,
today.
exactly.
Okay, exactly. Here we go.
So, what is today's topic, Melissa? Lead us in.
We are going to be discussing relationships in the bar. So dating customers, coworkers,
Are we doing coworkers
hooking
too?
up. I don't know. Just, might as well just throw that one in there.
We can throw it in there. That should also
Slightly,
be its own
but I like the
episode, too.
customer part. The customer part.
I mean, we could do like 20 episodes. It depends on who we have in here. So, we'll be fine.
Just depending.
But yeah, so okay,
We only have
it
30
happens.
minutes,
So we're in the bar and restaurant industry. So, obviously we work with a lot of like good-looking females and males also. So, everyone gets attention and people get bar crushes. Bar crushes are a true thing. If you're in this industry, that girl that's a cocktail waitress, that girl that's a bartender, that guy that's the bartender here and there, like he's so hot.
That's
like,
why
I'm gonna
we
go
have
see him or
regulars.
whatever.
They come in,
Right,
they want to
'cause
see.
they have a bar crush on
yes,
you.
Exactly.
So it's not only you, but it can be in reverse as well. So, I mean, maybe we get customer crushes?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, because you get
I'd
customers
still
that come
consider
in.
it a bar crush.
Still a bar crush.
Yeah, people
In
you're
the
seeing every
bar.
day. Someone that you're going into work like, oh, well, I hope I see this person today, or whatever it may be.
You're like looking forward to it. You're like,
Or they're watching your story and you're like, are they going to come in today?
You're like, they saw my story if they don't show up. Right. So yeah, definitely it's something that's real and it happens in the industry. I mean, there's a whole different thing. We're going to have an episode on work husbands and wives and like the interconnection, like with people at the bar and
Yeah.
with your coworkers. But as far as customers go, it is also a thing. And we thought Hannah would be perfect for this.
I don't know how I feel about
Hannah.
that
I love
one.
you.
Okay, so Hannah, how old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
You're 23. Okay, and then how long have you worked? How long have you worked?
I've been there for over a year. I think it was like November. We opened in October. I got there in November, so I've been there almost since it opened. So been there for a while, but
And then before that, did you work anywhere
this is the first time that I've
similar?
worked in the bar industry. So I started in like retail clothing and stuff like that. So customer service was always my strong suit, talking to people, and so going into like the nightclub bar scene was something that like I felt comfortable doing because I'm a people person. I talk to people all the time, and it was always my favorite part of the job. And so going in and like meeting because I was already in downtown for a little while. I had just turned 21 recently before I started working there, so it wasn't like I was out in the bar scene for too long. But I knew people from downtown. So going in and like seeing all these people, and like now I'm working there and now I'm serving them, now I'm like helping them out, was a completely different story of like going out and like, being partying. Drunk and partying with them.
Right.
So it definitely flipped a switch, but
You do bring a lot of people in too, by the way. You have a really good following. People are like, the Hannah group comes in.
The Hannah groupies.
Because she hit it hard at 21.
Right?
I did.
She made friends.
Per usual. Per usual. I mean, I'm sure you hit it hard too, Rhonda, when you were 21.
Oh God, I even remember 21, but yeah, I did. Okay.
Do you not remember 21?
I made friends.
No, yeah.
We'll bring my sister on for another episode. She made lots of friends in her 20s.
Oh, that's happening.
I love her, but yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I mean.
So let's talk about, Hannah, let's talk about your first like bar crush turn relationship. What happened?
Well, okay, so I think that
all turn into
I was gonna say so that's kind of what had happened was when I like started talking about like when I first started going out. So the very first person that like I had like started like crushing on or whatever was someone that I had like previously known, that like we had like gone out a couple times, we had gone out on a couple dates, and it just didn't end up working out. And like it was kind of like, I wouldn't even say it was a fling, because like we were hanging out, we were doing whatever, it just didn't end up working out. I think he thought I was a little crazy, and I was, a little much for him at the time. And so when I first started working there and he would come in, and I feel like the spot is that we have downtown is somewhere where like, I wouldn't say like my type of clientele would be, but like the type of customers that come in are the type of people that like I enjoy hanging out with. And so a lot of the times they would come in and whatever it was. And so the first one, it was someone that I had already talked to. I hadn't seen him in probably like 6 months to a year. And like, it was fun for a while. And then we were hanging out, and then like he like one day pulled me aside and like confessed that he like loved me. And I was like, whoa, like I don't really know how to feel about that, but like I was interested in him. So I like tried to give it a go, and then just immediately was like, can't do this.
So he would come in though. Was it like a awkward thing?
No, I feel like any of, there's been, I think 3 people that like I've like been potentially like dating partners, whatever, that like now it's like they're just friends at this point. But I feel like I've been able to like keep it amicable with all of them, and like I haven't like beefed with any of them. It's like it's been something where I've felt comfortable going in and like seeing them. And they may not feel the same way. They might be like, oh, like blah, 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 but then they would stop coming in.
Right.
Yeah. So if they're still coming, and like, how is it when they bring other people in, or if they know you're talking to someone else? Is that weird? Like,
well, yeah, because so I think that's the biggest part, is that I am now dating someone currently that like I met at the bars. Yeah, a customer that I met at the bar that was friends with a lot of people that were in downtown before. And so in situations like that where like he knows about these people, and he sees them, and like there's been times where like it could have been a very big problem, and like it very well could have turned into something that was like not okay.
Always.
And so
alcohol's involved.
Yeah. And so it was something.
Hannah.
Yeah. And so it was really something that like we had to like work on, like communicate, like, look, we can't be doing this, because like I see them regardless if you're here or not. Yeah. These people they could have been something, but they're not my friends. Like I see them, I'm talking to them, like I'm good with them, I'm serving them, they're giving me money. Like, I'm making money off of these people. Like, what do you like, what do you want me to do? Like, not talk to these people and be rude? Like, that's not in my character. Like, I'm gonna be nice to everyone. I'm always gonna have a smile on my face talking to them. So you can be mad about it, but it's my job, and you know that.
You have to have that open communication.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely, I mean, meeting someone in that industry, like, they already think like, oh, they met you there, so they know how you can flirt, and they know how you talk, and they know how you are. So they think that everyone's getting the same treatment, which, you know, probably most people are. But if it's like your ex or something, or, you know, then I'm assuming that, you know, you probably, you know, friend zone them or whatever
exactly.
it is. Because it's, I don't know. I have there's people that I like customer whatever things.
Rhonda. So she said she's had about 3 that she's met at the bar.
Had to go with the numbers. So I have a couple of years on her.
I know. Just a couple. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But so say about how many customers you've hooked up with or dated.
So I'm not a like a hooker upper.
Okay, so let's just say
I'm a make outer.
Okay, I'm gonna say made out with,
like go on a date or dinner or something like that. So that's nice, normal to me. So, you know, I was actually putting some thought into this, and I was thinking I'm probably gonna go with around 8.
Okay.
So I mean, but most of them, I mean, it's like if it's a night and you're, you know,
you stay after your shift and you're hanging out.
Yeah.
And then you might accidentally get a little hammered. Might accidentally make out with 1 or 2 people
in the walk-in cooler.
Yeah. Okay, I've never done the walk-in cooler.
I was gonna say you're the only one.
A lot of people have. I'm telling you.
I have not.
Well, you know,
there's cameras. I'm sure.
I was gonna say that we can't bring anybody back there, but you could.
Not at that location. No. But yeah, so no, I mean, you know, like going out to dinner and stuff afterward, you know, like the next day or something, or, you know, parking lot kisses. I don't know. Things like that.
How many long-term relationships have you had
from the bar?
Yeah,
from a customer that I met at the bar.
There you go.
Yeah.
1.
Great.
I wanted to make sure I was being accurate. I'm really trying to go through and think. Like, literally 1, yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm at, what did I say? 3?
23?
No.
23.
I could never. I'm picky. But yeah, about 3 or 4-ish. I think 4-ish.
And now were these just like make out customers, or were they like hangout customers, or like I don't know like what the words are.
A couple, 2. Okay, so 2 were hangout, like make out maybe. The other 2 relationships ish. Yeah. So.
And how has that gone for you? Are they still coming in to see you?
Yeah. So yeah, and then if I run into them, so one was at a different bar that I worked at, so I see them, and they still think that they have a chance still. So they might put a little bit more effort into, hey Melissa, what are you doing later? I'm like, sorry, that ship sailed. Yeah. Obviously, if you didn't stick around the first time, then you're not going to have a second time or a third time or a fourth time. So you just, you know, time's run out on that one, buddy. But other than that, we're cool, and I don't, you know. There's one that you know, he could stay far away, but the other ones that just who will not be named, away. That one the one who shall not be named. But other than that, everybody else is cool. And then, you know, when I started dating, and he saw me at the bar, and he knows how I am and how I flirt, and he was like, "Go get your money, honey." I was like,
You're like, that's one that gets me. Until the day comes that he does get jealous, and then it all changes. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
See, for me, most of them just avoid me completely now. Like, if I've just kind of cut it off, or if we don't talk anymore, like, or we made out, or they tried or something, like most of them are just gone. Like, some will like be like, if I see them every now and then, like, oh, hey, hi, like, how have you been? Like, super cordial and just normal. Yeah. But like a lot of them just kind of fell off. They're like, okay, yeah, they don't want to come in. Like, you know, I'm like, okay.
You might be embarrassed.
I get it. I'm like, you know.
They're embarrassed, or you're embarrassed?
Probably both. No, how are they embarrassed? How rude.
I was going to say, who would be embarrassed?
I might be. But
they might be sad and let down.
I
Maybe
think
that's
that
what
there
I mean.
is a couple of those out there.
Yeah, it's more of like a disappointment rather than like an embarrassment that they're like, oh, I had a shot, I tried my best,
And what happened?
It's a reminder of what they couldn't
ground.
keep.
I know, right?
Yeah.
A reminder of what they couldn't keep.
I know, right? God.
So
I know that's kind of the thing. I mean, it just happens. Like, obviously we keep a very clear line with like employees, like with employees and things like that, and fraternizing and things, because that can that just makes everyone's
sticky.
life.
Yeah.
It's happened to people, but
And
it
the
can definitely
customers see it, and it's like just an awkward situation.
It's just not the vibe, and it's not good for anybody. So it's super unhealthy. But the customer thing, it happens, and people meet, and it's kind of hard if you're single, and then this guy's like,
and they all think, I mean, okay, not all, but I mean, a lot of guys will come in and they're like, obviously thinking they have a shot. Like,
I feel
that's
like most
it's
guys
like a
think
goal
they do,
or like a.
But we
You know what I
kind of
mean?
give off that persona too, just as like as pretty female bartenders, like they want you to be single.
Yes.
They're hoping you're single. Even if you're not single, you're most likely gonna tell them you're single.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it depends
Like,
on
what
the
do you do
customer
now?
though. Well, because a lot of the times people will ask me like, oh, like, are you single or whatever, and I'm like, oh, like, yeah, like, and like even then, like sometimes I feel guilty because then it like gives them like an in where they feel like they have a chance, and I don't necessarily want that, but like most of the time. Like if like people I feel like tend to ask later on, and so like I'll make sure that like I don't answer until like their check is done, or like like they've signed their name, they've left their tip, and I'm like, oh yeah, and they'll ask like, oh, so are you single, like can I get your number before I leave? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, actually, like I definitely have a boyfriend, but thank you guys so much, like I had so much fun today.
Follow my Instagram.
Yeah,
We
like,
can be IG friends.
yeah, like
Come in every time I work.
you can follow my work profile.
I know, right? Exactly. No, I love that because I mean, having a work profile is huge too, because it can keep like those kind of relationships, like
The little like sketchy ones.
yeah, like I mean, they could be cool people. I mean, just because you're taken, I mean, they could still be your customers if they're cool with that. But yeah,
And a lot of them will
sometimes
still-
ego gets in the way.
I mean, okay, so while we're on this like random topic, how do you feel about said someone you possibly hooked up with or like made out with comes in with their new girlfriend, and then obviously the tension's gonna be there. It's like the vibes are gonna be there. That
If
you
the
two have had a
girl
thing.
already knows, and if I have a hint, like I'm totally fine because I'm not
Right.
attached to anybody that I've ever
Right. No.
made out with or whatever. Like I mean, we're either friends or we're just kind of distant, just
Yeah.
like
Like
acquaintances.
yeah.
But if I see them come in and I get the vibe that their girlfriend knows already, then oh shit, it is two people. Not one, I lied. Okay, so I'm sorry, my brain is slow. That was a lagging 15-minute moment or whatever. So yeah, if they come in with their girlfriend, I know their girlfriend knows, then I just try to be like super nice, but I can tell that they don't want me around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll sit far away, or they'll be on the other side of the bar, or they'll be like, they'll keep their distance, and then I'm like, okay, I get it. It's
Right.
fine.
I feel like that might be easier to differentiate when you're a bartender compared to a server, because if they're sitting at a table and like you have to serve their table, it like then gets awkward.
As a
and you're,
bartender,
like,
you can just like
gotta
kind
be
of
awkward.
yeah, you
away.
can like have one of the other bartenders help them, but like as a server and you're like given that table, it's one of those things where you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, so I'm gonna walk up to this table, be like, hi sir, how are you doing? Oh my god, girl, like your outfit looks so cute. And it's like, I'm not trying to be fake, and it's not like I want them to think like I'm like being weird about it, but I want them to know like I really don't care
that there
like,
isn't
yeah,
some
like,
tension, sexual tension.
It
like,
has
involved.
nothing to do with me and him. It has nothing, like I am your server. I am giving you guys drinks. I'm helping you guys out, but I'm not by any means like
trying to swoop
Trying to
back
show
up
man.
on that.
I don't care. Like it's
I don't want
have,
your
go
man.
home and
If
have
it was
fun.
someone that you had a serious relationship with, like
Yeah.
Melissa, I know you had one person that you had a serious. I don't know how. I mean, maybe now, which I hope now, you're like, fuck it, I don't care. But
I'm over
I know
it.
that with those deep, like
Deep feelings.
relationships-
That's one of the things right now. The conversations that I've had with the guy that I'm dating currently are, if we like ever break up, whatever happens, you're not allowed to bring a girl in here. Like,
I love that.
I don't
I
want
mean,
to
that's
see.
nice. It's
smart.
courteous too.
Yeah.
It's courteous for you in your workplace, because
Yeah.
it does cause like. But then you're not supposed to mix like your emotional. That's the whole thing
Yeah.
about dating customers, is
Yeah.
that
Cut
when
it
they
off.
bring people in, it's like you're supposed to like be on your A game, leave your shit at the door. But then when they come in, it like throws your like head off
for
So,
sure.
yeah.
Right.
No.
What about I'll tell you a story.
What? When I look at your face like that, I don't know what is about to come out.
Well, I have a story. I have a good story.
Oh,
so,
God.
I was casually talking to somebody.
God, I wish I knew who.
Casually. And he was there and he was like, hey, I just, I want to give you a heads up. Very nice. I've been kind of talking to this other girl as well. And
like at the same time?
I guess.
Oh,
apparently.
yay, that's not fun.
Which I was cool with.
She's like, oh, well, he was being courteous and telling me. And you're like, why the fuck is he talking to me?
Right.
Like, oh.
No, be like, wait a minute.
Okay, so I wasn't attached. I wasn't attached at this time at all. Like, at all. So I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, that was kind of weird. He told me, but that was super nice of him. Like, this girl's going to come meet me here because she was out.
Right now in about 5 minutes. I want to wait till the last minute to tell you.
Yeah. And then so she comes in and I'm like, just in the back of my head, like, really right now, this is really happening to me. And he's like hanging out with her and talking and I know her. So it was even better because I was like,
does she know about
hey,
you?
up? And then she didn't pick up on the fact that me and him were talking. So I was like, wait, this is great. And then he told her, yeah, I'm not interested. And she laughed probably like an hour and a half later.
Wait, what?
He should have told her like to her face at the bar.
Yeah, I told her like
What?
after
Okay,
he was
that-
like,
whatever
he's like,
he's
this
doing makes
isn't
no
like a
sense.
thing. Like this isn't gonna work or whatever.
Because that's scandalous on his part to like tell you. Like it's as if he's like trying to make you jealous.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know how to
And
read
then
it.
let the girl go, like, and have her leave in the middle of his.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is really bizarre behavior.
But I mean, at the end of it, obviously he picked the right move in me. But I mean, and I think that's what he was saying. He was just like, yeah, like that.
Is
was
this
never-
Can you just tell me if this is a more recent thing?
Yes,
Recent one. Okay.
Is
Okay.
it
Okay.
like
Interesting?
like
Okay.
current, or is it like because I think I might know.
It's current. It's kind of current. So, yeah, he was like,
Okay,
I just
because I'm
don't know
trying
what
to
kind
think
of
about
stuff you're
which
gonna
one
say
it
on there.
is. I'm like, who would do that? That's pretty interesting.
But
and
it was
ballsy.
like it was a while ago though. It was like compared to like
How long have you guys been talking? Jeez,
no, just
man.
but this was before like we just stopped talking for a while and then
okay.
yeah, and then
All
he
right. You're not
realized
telling
the
me
error of his
everything.
ways.
I can see.
The error of his
Keeping
ways.
secrets.
So he made his decision. He probably had to have you both there at the same time, look at you both, talk to you both, and be like, you know what? Now I know how to make that decision.
Yeah, he's like, you're a 10 all day, and she was nah. I was
Oh
like,
my gosh!
okay.
Wow,
That's crazy.
Well,
Anyways,
that's
that was
a very
my-
honest man right there.
That
Like,
was my
holy
little,
shit.
that was my little story.
Poor girl. And you know
No,
her.
honestly, that kind
Oh
of
no.
so sad.
Did
And
you
I
know?
her. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think she was that into it anyway. So
Okay, well if she was
That's the vibe I was
feel
thinking.
better, I
Did
feel
he
better.
Just
know
about.
you knew?
her, I told him after. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
You're like, yeah, we go shopping all the time. We go and drink cocktails.
I was like, actually, she fucked my ex. So.
Did she? Oh my god, Hannah's gonna choke. What'd you do to her?
Whoa.
Sorry, guys.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was great. It was some kind of weird circle thing. See, this is what
That's
happens.
a weird circle.
This is
Yeah,
what
see?
happens.
You know what? It's
I feel like that was a
trifecta.
good story, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good.
that was
very
a weird
relatable.
one. Yeah, mine are just like meet up, have a nice dinner, take me somewhere fancy for.
Did
a
you make
steak.
out in the bar at all? Or have
Outside.
you? Outside of the bar.
A little
Yeah.
parking lot.
I mean, with
Some
parking lot. Okay, the walk-in cooler wasn't me. I just used it because it was great. Because there's so many great stories about that. But I don't like cold, so I would never even. Go
I
to
was
walk-in
gonna
cooler.
say I would never do that strictly because like I would rather be like burning or sweating than to be cold at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
no.
be way too cold. I've never done that.
No, there's quite a few people I know.
I would.
Maybe even one or two that'll end up on the show that
Oh,
I know as
ooh, we gotta peg it.
I was not involved in it at all. I don't know. I'm
We're
just
gonna
saying,
have to discuss.
Too cold. But no, I'm more of a parking lot or in a car kind of person.
You know, I
Yeah.
agree. I think that happens.
And
too.
I try to keep it away from
Yeah,
away
like, I don't
from
wanna do it
people.
in
and
the
I don't want my
bar or in
customers
front
to
of
see
people.
me kiss anyone. Even in the parking lot, I'm
No.
like, oh God, I hope no customer
No,
saw that
yeah.
because this is just
Okay,
a
but then
fluke.
even when they come in,
Because I know it's a fluke before I do it. And I'm like, oh shit, that was stupid. I'm like,
well, they're like trying, like people come in and they're trying to guess, like, oh, is that your boyfriend? And I'm like, no. What are you talking about? Like,
well,
you-
because they
you
act
have
like
to
it too,
play
especially
it
if
off.
it's someone that you've already like made out with or something. They'll
Yeah.
sit in front of you the whole
Yes.
day, and then everyone's like, oh, is that your man? And you're like, no.
Well, that's like our bartender who does the service station
Yeah.
every day.
It is
like these
so
not even
bad.
I hate to be like this, but like not even like attractive, which is like terrible for me to say. Like I don't want to be like that, but like just like random women that like
throw themselves.
Just like throw themselves like, I want to do this to you. I'm going to jump your bones. And I'm like standing there like waiting for my drinks. And they're like, don't you want to? And I'm like, no. Please stop talking to me like that. You're making me uncomfortable.
But they really are assuming like if they go there every night or every shift,
he'll eventually give in.
He's gonna cave or like try to convince him like, oh, did you miss me? Like all kinds of
or
stuff like that.
He's had some scary stories too. You think women are the only ones that have like stalkers and weird stuff? I don't know what it is about him though. All these girls are like,
honestly, I don't mean to be like that. Sorry, if
no, we get it.
I'm so sorry, but like, what
he's
about him?
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's like women. It's literally these women.
Some magic dust around or something. I don't know, but I guess I'm immune to it, so I bet a lot of people aren't. I must have got the vaccine or something.
I don't know. I don't know. But the customers though, they're all about it. And they're just very adamant and very determined to sit
poor guy
right
though.
there.
I mean, I guess poor guy. That's so weird to say. It's like every guy's dream to have like every woman
but
in the bar
not.
trying to hit on you.
But I was gonna say, but it's exhausting as a woman. But I feel like the way that men do it, they like approach a little bit better, and like they're not like sitting there like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna take you home tonight, blah blah blah. And like sometimes some men will be weird like that, but it's not like every single time.
Guys
or
are
it's
more
like
smooth. They try to like court you a little bit or like flirt.
But it's still exhausting. So like it.
Well, they're like
poor guy.
So like motorboat me.
Right. Or they're very persistent and they're like, hey, do you want to come out? Or like, can I take you here? Can I take you to a Dodger game?
Or like
Got that the other night.
Recently, there was some people that were like in the women's restroom like talking like, oh yeah, like I did this with him, like blah blah blah, and I'm like, girl, I know you didn't, but go off. Boy. And then other people will come out of the bathroom and go up to him and be like, so I heard you did this to so-and-so. Just know that I'm fine with that. But also, you need to do it to me, too. And I'm like,
oh, my God.
What
the behind the scenes. Let's talk about it. I mean, it's like,
really.
The levels, you know what I mean? It just goes and goes. There's some deep levels there. So, from God. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how many times did you get asked out, like, by a customer?
Oh, my God, so many. I couldn't even tell. I mean, over the years.
I've lost count. It hasn't been that long.
I was going to say, I've lost count. It's been...
Yeah, it's like, hey, can I take you here? Can I take you there? But you have to know, like...
And sometimes I'll go out for dinner if it's, like, someone I feel comfortable with.
Yeah, but you have to be able to read people, too.
Yeah,
like,
it's not, like, always, like... safe or smart to do that, because I've even had customers that I thought were like really cool and like nice, and like they'll start hanging out with one of the bartenders and then she'll have a story like, oh my God, I felt so unsafe, he locked me in his car, or like weird shit. I'm like, ew, don't do that. Yeah.
Okay, no. Scary. So that's a dangerous thing. Plus they know exactly where you work, what time you get off, you know what I mean,
what days you work, because
you have to blast it. So that's another part of it. So okay, you're gonna date.
You don't want everyone to know, just your bar crush only. You can be waiting for me by my car at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
Post it, let the bar see, let Rhonda see, and let your bar crush see. Just put on your little private story.
Oh my God.
Close friends. Close bar crushes. Please come.
Only you, though.
Only you, though.
You know who you are.
Only you.
You've been given the little card. Give them the little card. Like,
right.
Yes,
see?
you get a pass.
Well, I was going to say, there's definitely been some times where, like, people are just so strange with the way they come at you, too. Like, there's people, like, don't get me wrong, bar crushes and, like, people that you're mutuals with and, like, people that you want to see and, like, people who are, like, cool. And then there's those people where, like, you walk into they walk into the bar and you see them and you're genuinely like, oh. This again.
You're like, here we go. Like,
there was
it's gonna be a long night.
There was this one guy that like asked me, it was like, blah, 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 like, do you ride horses? And I was like, oh, like, I have before. And he was like, oh, blah, 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 like saying all this stuff and was like, yeah, let me take you out into the mountains backpacking. And I'm like, you think that I'm gonna go with you into the fucking mountains and backpack on a horse with like just what gave you the idea that was okay?
That impression that I was okay with.
Well, you shouldn't have said he rode horses. You know,
no,
honestly,
honestly, yeah, it was my fault.
Okay, I rode one horse when I was 3 at a birthday party. Okay,
it was actually a donkey in the ring that was going around in a circle.
It wasn't even a horse; it was a donkey.
They do. They're very persistent. They're very like, hey, and they'll show up at all your shifts and they want you to date them. And it's
well, you know what? You never know, right? Like, so if they put in enough time and you really get to know someone, I mean, they might be.
Yeah,
your
worth
next
it.
makeout session.
Possibly.
I don't know. But
And maybe a really good kisser.
Yeah,
They
or
might be a really
a good
good
kisser.
kisser.
I think it's a good customer. Well, both maybe.
both.
Oh, you have to be both if you want anything.
Oh yeah, and then they have
I
to
know, right?
they have to tip well in the beginning,
Oh, yeah.
even before
Oh.
you know they're a crush, because otherwise then you're just like, oh well.
When people
Yeah.
don't tip but leave their phone number on the receipt,
Are you
Oh,
kidding
that
me?
part.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
With no tip?
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've had one.
I've had, I think, like
Like
3.
barely any
and
tip,
then,
and then,
like I'll like ask them about it. Like one time somebody left me like 18 cents, and I
Shut the fuck
I
up.
took a
Nobody does that.
I took a picture of it and posted it on my story and was
They
like,
do.
everyone text this fool, tell him he ain't shit. Like, and like 10 of my friends all did.
Oh my god! You can't put him on blast. I can't hear
18
these
cents.
things. La 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 la. la. 18 cents though. That is fucking.
It was like
weird.
like a $50-$60 tab, 18 cents, and like he like did it on purpose because he like did like the whatever it was, and then like added the 18 cents, and then did the thing, and then wrote his phone number and was like hit me up,
Call
like
me.
I'd love to take you out.
Not even like 69
With my 18
or
cents.
anything.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Not even like a good funny number.
Oh my god.
He failed on that one.
Literally.
Should have did 69 cents. Maybe it would have left a better
18
impression.
cents and your number.
Yeah.
Wow, that is something. That's a special person. Right there.
I mean, yeah.
And maybe
so-
it's worked for him in the past. You know, he just chose the wrong bar.
Just
the
the
wrong
wrong
girl.
one.
wrong bar, the wrong girl. So yeah, I think, needless to say, dating a customer, you have to
You have
know,
to
proceed
filter
with
'em out.
caution, filter,
Yes.
know what you're doing.
And there's the pros and
Yeah.
cons for sure. So yeah,
Pros and
definitely. And then like the worst, it's like, you know, because people get around, and then you find out that the person that you made out with is
And
made
word
out with
gets
another
around.
bartender, and you know, like you've like, oh my god, I just kissed the same guy that she did. And like,
Exactly.
oh my
I
God. And
Basically
then
just kissed
they make it
her.
worse. I know. It's
I
like,
heard that
ah.
happen to you. So
Yeah, a couple times actually, but it's okay.
Like, oh, I made out with him.
I was
No,
the
I made out
first
with
both
him.
times. So
there you go.
oh, maybe it was 3 times. Yep,
Sloppy
3.
seconds. Sloppy
So,
thirds.
You know, God, I said I was the first. Okay.
Okay, well.
But yeah, no, it's a thing. So you know that shit happens, but definitely got to skate through that very carefully.
Yeah, because I mean, what if they want to come in and like start shit with you, and you're like fighting at the bar, and it's about
So you don't, that's the one thing you
bad
don't
luck. Well,
you
that's
don't want
why-
to lose a customer
No.
over like, you know, drunken decisions that are made.
Yeah.
So, no, definitely not.
poor decisions,
Poor
which we like.
decisions.
So
Poor
on on that note, cheers to poor decisions,
Yes,
ladies.
Poor decisions. Thank you, Hannah, for sharing all your poor decisions with us.